Back at it again in Selino Yarsk. We can knock on this wall. And we heard someone in there. We're looking for Sokolov, but that didn't sound like Sokolov. In fact, if you're playing this in Japanese, his voice would sound familiar. Because in Japanese, this dude's voiced by the same guy that voices Roy Campbell. And he also kind of looks like a way more crusty, wrinkly Roy Campbell.
Put that thing away. You'll spoil my drink.
It's pretty funny in Japanese, because he just
So, you're the intruder
comes off
I
as
was talking
absolutely drunk out of his gourd Campbell.
about. Typical capitalist dog. No manners.
In the background, you might faintly hear a track that might be familiar
You mean you've never
to
heard
some
me,
viewers. That is Old Metal Gear. It is a
agent?
cover of the Metal Gear theme. Hey, oh, shut up! It's Jehuti!
I am Alexander.
No, that's cool. You're
Granin.
Granin, whatever. But what about your cool Jehuti figure? What's the articulation? What's the scale?
I am the foremost
Who's that
weapons
nerd
scientist
on your
in the
wall?
Soviet Union. And the head of the
He looks
glorious
familiar
Lenin Design Bureau.
and trustworthy.
This is the Order of Lenin.
Okay.
It is an honor of the
Wow,
greatest
Jehuti.
magnitude, given along with the title of Hero of Socialism to only the finest workers. It was awarded to me in recognition of my brilliant contributions to society. Since the Great Patriotic War,
I forgot about Snake's face there. He's like, oh god. Look, he's got figures of Ray and Rex too.
It was thanks to me that we were able to stamp out.
When you land on the Roy Granin and Lyndon B. Johnson chart. Oh my god.
It was I who created the basic design for the mobile ballistic missile system you know and fear as SS-1C.
You love your little scale models, huh? Oh, this line.
You're crocked, aren't you?
God, I fucking love Snake in this game, man. He's so... Oh my god.
My sorrow. Because of him, I've got nothing to do but sit here and drink this crap.
Him.
Sokolov.
Yeah, we know him.
It's him you're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because of him, I have been stripped of my authority.
Don't mind my
Research
chair
has come to
creaking a
nothing.
little bit. That's just Granin's old bones. Hey,
It is a revolutionary mobile nuclear missile system.
is it now?
Bipedal tank.
Oh, look, it's Metal Gear Rex. This was just meant to be a funny little Easter egg and nothing more.
Yes. A walking
Also, I'm pretty sure this is all from
robot.
Twin Snakes. It's kind of hard to tell because, man, those pictures have been filtered and artifacted and filtered again.
Well,
Look, it's Ray! It's Rex! These are just meant to be cute little Easter eggs and nothing more.
Gear, if you will.
I wish
This
they had stated
magnificent
cute
Metal
little Easter.
Gear will mark a revolutionary step
Oh yeah, he
forward
said
in
Metal
weapons
Gear.
development.
Metal gear.
So in Japanese, Granin says,
But I won't be.
I believe he says
No.
the
I'll cry
Japanese
myself to sleep.
words for metal and gear,
You see, I'm going to send
and
documents to my friend in the
Snake
United
replies
States.
in English katakana with Metal Gear.
These bastards will live to
They
regret
use
this.
capital and lowercase to
When
try and
they
convey that in
themselves
English.
become
It
puppets
works
of
well
my
enough.
nation, They will know my true greatness.
But again, this is all meant to be cute little references for the player.
In comparison to my work. What are you going to do with a rocket engine on a tank?
Go real fast, bro.
About Sokolov.
Do sick drifts.
A tank does not need a rocket. It needs something else. Look at these.
What are
Not
those?
shoes.
No. Legs. Legs that allow it to go anywhere. Just as when humans learn to walk upright. That is the real revolution in weaponry. Don't you agree?
I have no
But
stake in this, buddy.
fools in charge Marshal Sokolov.
I love this. This guy's drunk off his ass like, they're fucking idiots. They wouldn't put rockets on tank. They should put legs on tank instead. That would be a much better use of the Philosopher's Legacy. By the way, Snake's never heard of the Philosopher's Legacy until right now. This is the first he is hearing about it from a drunk man.
Haven't you heard of the philosophers?
Nope.
The Colonel has inherited...
We got no idea.
legacy.
Anyway, Volgan's also a Nepo baby.
Volgin's father was in charge of the philosophers' money laundering activities.
Kind of changes perspective on it when you phrase it like that, doesn't it?
Of the war,
Love the idea of having a photo with a guy and his lenses are completely glaring his eyes out. You know, flash, you know? Really strong flash on that camera.
We never need to worry about the military budget. The development costs at our facility are all paid out of the Colonel's deep pockets.
Got some design sketches here of the
Weapons Corps
helicopters.
here will be the genes for creating an entirely new form of warfare.
And there's the old version of the Shagohod, right there. I
Funding
mentioned that
from
before,
our
I think.
research came out of that
See, look, it
legacy.
has actual treads.
Came out of it.
And
Now,
that's another version of it, where it,
my men all have been
stood
diverted to the
upright a little
Shagohod
more.
project. Tomorrow they will be conducting the final
I think it's
test.
pretty cute that they ended up
Sokolov is
using...
making the
It's
final
definitely just they
preparations of
never
weapons
went back and
factory in
re-rendered
Volgin's
this.
main base,
But I think it's
Great
cute that they're
Fortress of
using
Groznygrad.
earlier
Here I am
concepts for the
playing host to an
Shagohod
enemy spy and
in this
tricking myself
cutscene.
into a
Because,
seducer.
you know,
That's where they move Sokolov.
we've seen it in-game already.
And the
But,
Shagohod is
man, that is some grainy
Of
footage.
course.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. It's like, oh yeah, maybe it is canonically an earlier design. There's the picture of that nerd again over there.
Are you mad? It's an impenetrable fortress.
I've penetrated,
Sure
I
it
mean,
is.
You'll be killed.
I'll take my chances.
Wait.
What?
Listen to me, you fool. I want to help you.
Help me?
To thank you for your compliment.
What compliment?
My shoes. Tatiana gave them to
oh,
me.
maybe they're alright.
Thank you for complimenting me on them.
I don't know why we're making such a big deal out of your shoes. Maybe that'll come up later.
In return, I ask
Whoa,
only
you are
that
so
get that
close to me,
idiot
buddy.
Out of there and destroy the Shagohod. There is an underground tunnel that runs around the perimeter of the fortress. You should be able to use it to sneak into the base.
Yeah, that Tatiana, she sure gets around.
The
She's
mountains.
fast as like a...
The entrance to the tunnel
Oh,
is
I don't
located
know.
there.
I don't know. She's so mysterious. Who could she be? Look, a key card. Look, someone's giving us a key card.
You passed through a warehouse on your way here.
I did. We had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
I
Should have been a locked door
tried to blow something
inside.
up, but I accidentally strapped TNT to a man, so I got cold feet. Because I didn't want to kill anyone, and then anyway, later I thought I killed someone, but I didn't kill him.
Door.
I think his heart just stopped for a little bit.
On that door lies the vast jungle. You can climb up into the mountains from the far end of the jungle.
There's the door over there we gotta go through.
Go back to the warehouse. Use the key to open the locked door and head for the mountains. Got it?
Yep, sounds good.
Why are you helping me?
Unlike Sokolov, the thought of defecting has never once crossed my mind. I love
So wrinkly.
my country. I love this land.
It's funny how
I cannot even
wrinkly and
imagine
almost
living
realistic he
else.
is next to Snake.
I wish to remain a hero.
It's like when you play a
Very
Yakuza game
fatherland.
and you got like a Kiryu with his like
Cannot bear
perfect
the thought
sculpted
being
like
pounded into a corner and left to
anime manly
wither away.
face next to some real guy that they scanned in.
Already dawn. You must hurry.
Well, we talked all night, huh?
Remain here and
It
nursed the
was
pictures
nighttime when we
of
came in
the
here, and now it's daytime. When we first arrived during Operation Snake Eater, it was nighttime, and we took a little nap, so a full day
Capitalism.
has passed already in-game. I think that's kind of neat. Alright, well, he gave us a key card, he gave us some information. We got to see his cool models. And now we got to go back through this area. And luckily, for some reason, this still works. Okay. We got to be very careful around these idiots, though. I'm not going to take any chances. Because I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. See, he's trying to get a look at me. He's very suspicious of me. Yeah, that's why I hate them. Alright, well. You started it. So everyone's very hungry now. You might ask why I took my shirt off and why I grabbed the club. Well, look at these idiots. With everyone so hungry, they're very low on stamina. Which means you can just smack them with this, and they will instantly get knocked out. It's really funny. It's very, very funny. You can play the game like a literal caveman. I don't know why they made it work like that, but it's really funny. Oh yeah, there's the Keraton. I think I pointed that out last time. Got anything good for me? I don't think so. Ointment. Battery. Yeah, the nerds usually have nerd stuff for you. Oh, more Sig Spray. Okay. Let's put our disguise back on. As much as I love going literal caveman mode. Man strips and starts beating other men with a club. You know, that's what the boys do on a Sunday afternoon. You know? It's called a healthy male bonding experience. Don't mind me. So I don't think anything else interesting shows up here once it returns to daytime, but yeah, I mean the lighting changes a little bit. I don't know what that is. Kind of just a mess. I'm really, really curious what that kind of looks like. The menu of MGS1. The Revolt of Trinail? What? I'm really curious what's going to be changed in the remake, like with insignificant things like this. Like the picture of Rex, I mean, they've got tons of Rex models they could render something new out. But like that? The hell even is that? And that might be like a mecha of some kind, but it kind of just looks like a mess. It will be fascinating. These are the front doors, but they never open. Oh yeah! Hey, here's another little funny thing you can do. So we're a science man, but we're outside. What if someone were to see us? What would happen? Are you gonna see us? Hey.
Huh? Not so fast. You're not getting away. Get back to work.
This is a very rare interaction that most people don't see. Yeah, like I said, we'd come back here. If they see you leave the area, they'll just think you're a scientist trying to escape. Now, you can actually get caught outside wearing this, and they'll just deposit you here, and you can kind of sneak in more easily that way. And I got poisoned. Yet again. You know? Makes me wonder. Put that away. Take this out. How do they feel about me, I can't hold food? Okay.
I haven't eaten in so long.
Have you not eaten in so long? Are you hungry? See, do I have anything rotten or poison? I do not. Let's see. Let's show you how this works. How about we put our torch away and we take out a Russian ration. I'm gonna have to do this quickly and hope he doesn't turn around. Oh! Well, that's me.
Who's that?
Get spidered. I tried to give you food and this is how you repay me? There we go, now he's dead. Alright, you asked for this. I was trying to give him food, I was trying to be very nice. He did not want it. He did not want it. So you know what? It's time to hit the club. Oh no! Hey, you're pretty good, but you're no match against the club. Man's been bit by multiple spiders, had bees inside him, been shot at. What a long day. Yeah. Alright. The mental image of just being hit with a giant biscuit and turning around to see a shirtless man. Yeah. Hey, some people would be into that. Especially if it was a shirtless hunky snake. I mean, come on now. I meant to throw it over his head. I know if you throw items at them, they'll turn around, but that was very much meant to go over his head and not directly into his back. Let's see if I can't give someone else some food. I wanna show. You heard him say munchies. But Flecktarn still coming in clutch. But I want to show that they will eat food. Speaking of eating food, I could go for a little snack myself.
I'm gonna puke.
He doesn't like it. He's hungry. Which way you turning?
Huh? Who's that? Huh? Ha! Food!
He loves it. Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
He hates it. There's so many fun enemy interactions in this game. I could stay in just this area for like another 47 hours, honestly. He's hungry. All right. Hey, are you hand Corinne for a hunk of go to sleep? There we go. He got a snack. He's taking a nap. See, we're not a horrible monster. even though we've thrown a couple poison spiders at people. Listen, the spider bit him, okay? I just wanted to show him my cool bug collection. (1911) suppressor. Carotan up there. He hasn't eaten in so long. So another thing I really like about this game is the camo index just being a permanent part of the UI. I'm a big fan of video games having a user interface that just constantly is telling you how cool you are. So like the fact that I can just stop moving and I see my camo index is at 90, it gives me a little bit of a brain juice shot and makes me go, oh yeah, I'm a sneaky boy. No one can spot me. It's not quite a style system, but it's pretty similar to it. I remember around the time of, you know, and I'm not even like really a try-hard gamer, as I'm sure you can tell by how wonderfully skillful I've been at these games. But I remember around the time of the Devil May Cry Ninja Theory game coming out. Some people call it the reboot, but can you really call it a reboot when it didn't last? But, you know, Ninja Theory, Devil May Cry. I remember some reviewers saying that they always hated the style ranking in prior games because it was just like a big reminder on screen of how bad they're doing. And I mean, like, bro, I don't know. Sounds like a skill issue to me. I love that. I love having just something on screen telling you that you're playing the game right. And that, yeah, that little 85% while I'm moving makes me feel pretty good. All right. Let's go back through this crazy trap zone. Oh no, there's a cutscene! You know what that means! It's boss time. The D-boot. That's it. Yep. Yep, it's the D-boot. That's correct. So we're gonna fight Predator here. Yeah, I mean, this is very clearly inspired by Predator. Oh yeah, they showed this shot in the remake trailer of the Fear's face here.
I am the fear.
Oh no, it's not here, it's after you beat him, I believe. But
Coated in the venom of the Brazilian wandering spider.
oh, I got some trivia about the Brazilian wandering spider. Anyway, yeah, they did a really good job with his face and the facial animations being like he looks absolutely terrifying in the remake. Anyway, Brazilian wandering spider, he's giving you some facts about what its venom does. He's leaving out one very important piece of information, that it also gives you a horrible, painfully throbbing erection.
The boss's apprentice.
Yeah. So, Naked Snake here, he's got a pretty solid snake. Why does he do this also? Imagine seeing someone do that. Hop upside down like that and just say, come into my web. I'd be like, what the fuck?
For you to feel the fear.
Yeah, he's a freak. I love the fear. He's so insane. His weapon also was, I believe it's called William Tell. And it was in the demo as a usable weapon. People, like, partially re-implemented it into the game, but yeah, I kind of wish it had been something you could use. Anyway, yeah, Brazilian wandering spider. We gotta get that arrow out of our knee so we can become an adventurer or whatever that old, you know, cake is a lie. So we are gonna fight the fear, and let me get some stuff out of my backpack here because he's a weird boss fight. And there's a bit of an oversight with him. I'll bring this out, and I'll bring the AK out, and that should be enough. Wherein... Okay, no, I don't remember the exact way this works. But you can use the fake death pill. And then he'll start to come over.
He wasn't dead after all.
Okay. Then throw the stun grenade and take out the AK, and once it stuns him... There we go! Quick kill! I actually did it! Oh my god! Oh, it's this shot is in the remake trailer, where he makes a really creepy face. But yeah.
I see it. The fear.
For some reason, throwing a stun grenade at him and then firing the AK depletes his stamina and not his health. I don't know why. That's definitely not going to be in the remake, but yeah. You can fight him hilariously quickly. I am shocked. It has never gone that well for me. The Cobras are great, but the fear sure exists. Well, it doesn't exist now. That's for damn sure. So he dropped his camouflage pattern. Spider. Which is pretty cool. Because you can see it gives you a huge camo boost. It also looks rad. I just really like the pattern. But it says, gives wearer stealth capability at the cost of stamina. So you get very, very high camo index. I think it, like, never goes below 80. As long as you're standing still. But, oh man. It eats your stamina away like crazy. And that is a bit of a reference to the fact that had I actually fought him normal, you would have seen that his stamina depletes naturally as he moves around, and he tries to eat stuff in the environment, and you have to try to, like, you can bait him into his own traps, you can throw poisoned food at him. It's a very deep boss fight, or you can just do the quick kill.
There seem to be traps planted throughout that area, and they look a little primitive.
Yeah, but this is their territory. Why would they need this many traps here?
Maybe it's part of some kind of tactical research.
Tactical research?
Yeah. As I'm sure you know, the Soviet Union is leading a worldwide revolution among communist forces all over the globe.
Yeah, it's a pretty
But
big
lot
deal.
Of the countries involved don't have the necessary funds and industrial technology.
It's
so
a
they
pretty
need
big part of
tactics that are
history, yeah.
both effective and economical.
That's what they're researching?
Yeah, and traps are one of the best ways to do that. I'll bet that place is one of their testing grounds. Clappers, arrows, pendulums, all of these traps are set off by applying force to a rope. Don't touch the ropes and you'll be fine. Use rolling to get over them, or just crawl under them. Either way ought to work. If you do set off a trap and an arrow or a spiked pendulum comes flying your way, you can still dodge it by immediately diving out of the way. Pit traps and snares are camouflaged into the ground to make them harder to detect. But if you look carefully enough, you can see them through the disguise. Try stalking to proceed with extra caution. In any case, if you think there might be traps lying around, keep a close eye on the ground and stay alert.
Will do.
Sigint, Grannon said something.
Ah,
about
here we
legs
go.
on a tank.
This is a good
You
one.
know what he was talking about?
If you ask me, it's gotta be a joke. Not only is making a tank walk on two legs a technical nightmare, but there's no point in making a walking tank to begin with. Putting legs on a tank would raise its clearance, increasing its frontal projection area. It'd also be less stable. Suppose the legs help the tank travel on bad roads. I don't see the logic in that. Isn't that what treads are for? I mean, anybody who'd seriously consider making a thing like that has got to be a wacko. Come to think of it, there was a guy in the States who wrote a paper on that subject.
Oh?
What was his name? Emerson?
Emerson?
Heinrich?
Heinrich?
Something like that. I don't really remember. Of course, no one took that seriously.
Yeah, no one takes that guy seriously. Alright. Let's save.
Saving the game, Snake? Snake, have you heard of The Last War?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
It's a Japanese movie where the world ends in a nuclear war. Tensions between East and West reach the breaking point, and before anyone can stop it, they launch the ICBMs. Humanity is wiped out by a war that no one wanted. The movie depicts that destruction from the eyes of ordinary people. Their simple daily lives are torn apart by the terrible power of a war that has nothing to do with them.
Everybody's afraid of the next big war, but there's only so much that one person can do.
That's why the people who have the power to stop it have to.
Damn. Damn.